the fundamental problem is the loss of the electrical grid. If you lose the U.S. electrical grid, that is a life-changing experience that nobody has experienced in our lifetime. We actually did some research because nothing like that's ever happened. So we tried to mimic that would do by understanding what other kinds of disasters. So we looked at large-scale blackouts in cities. We looked at large-scale weather events that take out infrastructure, earthquakes, and trying to understand that and then scale that if you had a weapon that was big enough to cover the entire United States and Canada, or if you had a massive solar flare, which could potentially cover an entire hemisphere. And the one thing we discovered is the one thing the United States can't survive is the loss of its electrical grid. By some estimates, 90% of Americans will die. And that seems weird, I think, to people because, okay, so let's say the grid burns out. What's the big deal? Well, there's no transportation networks. There's no communication networks. Hospitals don't work. People can't keep their diabetes, insulin for diabetes. And so the loss of medical care, the loss of heating and cooling systems, the loss of transportation systems, they think about 90% of America would die or die of exposure or hunger or disease within a year. So when it's all said and done, is it a likely event? Well, there's no way to predict probability for that. We know someday there will be a massive solar flare. We know that the technology already exists to deliver a weapon like that. So it's possible. Nobody can give you odds. But here's what we can say. It's arguably maybe the only thing which could affect the United States which is actually truly genocidal.